I have no idea how to do this. What's up, guys? And welcome back to the Midnight Oil, the podcast dedicated towards hitting up those insomniacs. What's up, guys? It's late for us too. My name is Ryan Alexander Lee. Some people call me Ryan. Some people call me Alex. But my girlfriend calls me because, much like her words, she exists only in my head. I'm joined here by my good friend and co-host, Ben Brannon. Ben Brannon, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, just enjoying this beautiful, beautiful night that we have.
It's lovely. It's so gorgeous. What you been up to? It's been a minute since we recorded, right?
Yeah, I've just been reveling in the fame and glory, living the high life.
Well, yeah. Sorry everyone who was expecting, the Ben corner, whatever, the Ben moments. We thought we might take a little pause, just kind of talk about the Midnight Oil and what's been happening, what's going down. We're recording now, August 6th. I don't really know. After we released the podcast, critical acclaims. I think the Wall Street Journal said something pretty cool.
Yeah.
What has it been? I'm curious how you feel, just because I know how I feel. What's up?
I feel really good, actually. I mean, I'll be honest, I was a little nervous leading up to it, just because, it's weird to have a project like this where you actually just put something out there. I've never really done anything like this before, but it's really cool. It's been so much fun recording these and then going along this kind of journey, even though I haven't done a ton on the technical side. It's just been really cool to see it actually come together and make a podcast.
Ben, I'll have you know, as the one technically doing the technical stuff, I haven't done much on the technical side. I've kind of just slapped it together and called the bad parts, or maybe not the bad parts, but I just called it quirkiness. To be like, it's quirky,
Quirky and different.
We're quirky and we are different.
It's our style. Our style is rough around the edges.
It is. I mean, I think you know this, Ben, but for our audience, I haven't really enjoyed doing this too. So much of what I do is kind of I have to have my perfect little everything in it, and for some reason this has just been a very, very fun, freeing experience of just you kind of make it and you just kind of do it. It's kind of, the medium itself has always been a little rough around the edges of podcast. You don't always have to cut out the uhs and the it feels a little more natural, and I've kind of really enjoyed that. It's been very freeing for me. But it's been super cool because we're up on Spotify. We're not up on Apple Podcasts for some reason. You know that, Ben? You noticed that?
Yeah, I was a little sad,
I don't know what's up. I gotta hit them up directly. It's a little bit of work, but I gave them a good while waiting on it. But don't worry, guys. We fight for this, maybe.
Well, the Apple Podcast people wouldn't know anyway, so we could be talking mad schmack about them right now, and they wouldn't know.
You guys are stinky. Got them. It's been really cool. Numbers have been pretty good, I'd say. I don't think I try not to care too much about the numbers, because then it'll go to your head. But I'm happy. We've got a good couple people in the double digits. Maybe we'll hit the triple. I'm fully confident we could hit the triple.
Oh, I definitely think so.
Ben, I thought about this, and I didn't know if this was an egotistical question, also because I'm really bad at guessing. But I figured I would ask you on the spot, and I'll give you my on the spot answer too, because I'm not smart enough to think about it. A year passes. Let's say we keep it up. I think we can. I enjoy it. Nothing. We don't die in between there, right? What do you think happens in a year, numbers wise? What do you think we're going in? Just out of complete curiosity.
Numbers wise?
Yeah, a year passes. How many? We put an episode out. The episode on probably the anniversary, I guess, because we're smart.
Yeah.
What do you think we're getting numbers wise in views or in listens? I don't.
Ooh, that's hard. Wait, so are you saying because in the Anchor app, it has the listens per episode, or the estimated audience? Which what are we talking?
I guess I'm asking. I mean, we'll say listens. I don't know. I think I think most people listen to the episode once. Marginally, it's. I mean, if you want to give my guess on how many people, I guess we'll say people. How many people you think, how big of an audience will we have? I mean, I'm gonna shoot what I think is pretty reasonably big and say I think we could get like 10,000. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty confident in a year we could, and like I don't have any plans to like do any big promotions.
Yeah.
I just think like we have a cool idea. I think we could get like 10,000 people. I said the right number. Yeah, I did. I have problems with numbers.
Same, especially
Shoot, Ben.
when it gets later. All the numbers
Yes.
start flowing together. I'll be honest,
Boy.
I was gonna say more like 1,000. I was gonna shoot
Okay.
much lower.
No,
Like,
that's a much
set the bar
more
low.
that's a much more reasonable answer. But I mean I gotta say the high balls. So
Yeah.
you know, so when the year rolls around, we can be like, Alex was an idiot. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be interesting, but I thought I'd talk about all the screw ups. Because, like, screw ups. I know, like, if you guys, so you guys may not know, we've got the podcast on, you know, distributed to almost every platform. Gosh darn it, Apple Podcasts. But I really enjoy motion graphics and motion design, so I was like, I'll make a video version so you can kind of visualize. If you're a more visual person, maybe that'd help you listen. I just think it also looks cool. So we have like visual versions of the podcast. It's not like our faces, but it's like little flames bumping up and down. I've moved to a new system of editing, so hopefully that continues and I can figure it out. But yeah, there's a big mistake in like the second episode, Hair, where like I misspell the artist's name, who the music we use, Helynt, I think is how you pronounce it. I spelled it like Hylany instead of like a T at the end. So I was like, bruh. And then I think halfway through, like the animation from my guy just cuts out. But like, oh well, that's pretty poggers. And all have you noticed the episodes are out of order, Ben?
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was like, eh. I mean, it really doesn't matter what.
No,
order
not
they're
really. It might be a little weird because like we only kind of realized at about the fourth episode, which was Blanket, how like we kind of needed. I think every episode we kind of got a little closer to what we wanted. Like the first episode was a little rough, and I think by the second episode I kind of figured out how I wanted to start the podcast. Third episode I figured out how I kind of want to end it, and by the fourth we realized, well, we kind of need a little more space in the beginning to get that sweet ad padding.
That is true.
But it's kind of weird because it goes out of order. It goes like 1, 2, 4, 3, and I don't know why. I don't know why it did that. I think the YouTube videos are even worse, if I'm honest. I think it's like 1, 4, 3, 2. I don't really know. But, you know, weird. You'd think like it would go in the order that I put them in the app, but it didn't. But yeah, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite episode, Ben?
I think Pony may be my favorite. Just because,
Pony.
you know, that's what started it all. And it's
It's-
the nostalgia.
It's a good one. I don't know if I have a favorite to listen to, but I know in the moment I really enjoyed recording Hair for some reason.
That was
Like I
mine.
enjoyed recording all of them.
I almost said that too.
Hair for some reason, just like in the moment. Maybe it was because it was number 2, and I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Maybe some reviews. Maybe those would be funny. I did receive a couple of reviews from some friends. Maybe I shouldn't use their names. Let's make up a name. We'll go with Trey. We'll just Trey. Quote this person. I just started the Midnight Oil. It is incredible. That's high praise. That
really
is
high praise.
high praise. I'm so flattered, whoever this person is. Ben, what's the fake name?
I'm really tempted to say Ben, but
Hmm.
we're gonna go with a Nathan.
Ooh, Nathaniel. Nathaniel writes in, if I didn't know better, I'd say you guys are stoned while recording Midnight Oil. Lol. Well,
It's
I'm
all
not.
natural, baby. clear
Yep.
sleep deprivation.
Oh yeah. Come on. Those I was gonna say those drug addicts got nothing on us, but they have lung cancer, probably. I don't know the side effects. I don't. Don't do drugs, kids. Just do sleep deprivation. So much better. Today's episode, eggs. I couldn't think of anything funny. Today's episode, eggs. Eggs. Ben, how do you take your eggs? How do you like them?
Personally, I keep it pretty classic. I'm gonna say 90% of the time, I'm going with some scrambled eggs. And you might say, what's that other 10% of the time?
I'm intrigued.
It's gonna be probably boiled eggs.
Oh, okay. I'll ask you a little bit more about that in a minute, but I thought I'd give mine, to be fair. Probably, if I'm just getting egg, like an egg exclusive, a fried egg, somewhere in the over medium to over easy. I was a big over hard guy, but I don't know, now it's just like, I go over medium as usual.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs, just like a legit scramble or like a cheesy scramble. Or
I usually go cheesy. I'm a big fan of the cheesy.
have you heard that, like the best cheesy scrambled eggs involve like a little bit of cream, not just cheese?
I don't know if I have.
I mean, the scrambled eggs I used to have. I'm not a big scrambled egg guy anymore, but they were very like, I want to say clumpy, and like these eggs are a little bit more like kind of like almost like a custard, just because like it homogenizes it a little more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's always looked good. I've always looked at it and go, wow, that looks pretty good, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've always just been a big fan of like cheese going with eggs. I've always thought it paired really well.
It's a good pairing from my memory of fonder days of
Alas,
cheesy based eggs.
those days are long gone.
I'm gonna readjust my pillow under my booty. Yeah, cheesy eggs are pretty solid, but boiled eggs, I can get down to a boiled egg. You want me to teach you a like really dumb hack? That's not even like a hack. It's barely even advised for boiling an egg.
Of course.
Some guy out there was like, boiling an egg is too inconsistent. Heating water is too hard.
Yeah.
So the way I've always learned to boil eggs was from the same way I learned about the cheesy cream eggs is Alton Brown. He's taught me so much in life. Good Eats chef. I think he was on Iron Chef, but he's super cool. He's pretty Cutthroat Kitchen. He's that guy. He taught me so much about life. But the one thing he taught me that has stuck with me for some reason was you don't boil your eggs. You steam them. Like you put them in a little steam basket and let the steam cook them.
Yeah.
Because apparently steam is more consistent. Because like at 100 degrees Celsius, the water turns into steam, and it's like, well, that water, if the egg is touching water, that water could be any temperature, but steam is always like 100 degrees Celsius. Because it's like it doesn't wait a minute to turn into steam. It turns into steam then. But like I don't know who out there was like, what are you talking about? This egg is too boiled. But yeah, I mean, it's never not worked for me. I always go 11 minutes because I like them soft boiled. Oh yeah, do you like them soft or hard boiled?
Usually soft boiled. I don't know. I'm not a terribly picky man with my boiled eggs though.
It's fair. Eggs really are a magical meat. Okay, wait. I'll pause there. I'll get back to the magicalness. I knew somebody's gonna have a problem with it, and I feel like I need to address it now. Eggs are a meat. Ben, are you with me on this? Are we?
Yeah, I mean,
Thank God.
they're in that weird area where, like, I mean, obviously it's like, if you put a steak in, like, an egg next to each other, I'm like, obviously the steak is the more meat, but I don't know what nothing else really makes sense to qualify an egg as other than meat, you know?
and I give the benefit of the doubt. I know the eggs are in the dairy section in the grocery store, but it's not a dairy. It's just not. It doesn't. It's not. It's not like. There's no way it's a dairy.
You
It
can
has.
consume it, therefore it is not dairy.
It's true. If I can't eat it, it's probably dairy. Rocks are dairy because
Yeah.
I can't eat them.
Most
But eggs I
poisons,
can eat.
Dairy.
Dairy. And like even like cows, the milk is like, and like goats and sheep is for like their young. Eggs are the young.
That's true.
Wait, crap! I just screwed myself over because if the eggs like consume the membrane of the chicken, and chicken side of the egg consumes the membrane. So I was gonna say eggs aren't a milk because the young don't consume them, but I guess they do. So that analogy doesn't work. Just trust me, guys. Eggs aren't milk. It's not. You don't make like egg. You don't like drink eggs.
Cream or something like.
Yeah.
There's no ice cream.
There's no
equivalent of egg.
There's no egg cheese. Just trust me, it's not an egg. Please. Can we move on? Maybe we'll have to come
We
back.
can one day.
I just think I thought about it one day. Eggs are like, and that's why it's like I have to talk to Ben about eggs. Eggs are just magic. They really are a magical meat. Like the amount of things you can do. This is really not helping the like we're not stoned argument, but like eggs are just so crazy because like you can make like 12 different egg-based dishes just based on how you cook the egg with salt, and like from there like all you have is salt and like a way of cooking it. That's already 12 different dishes, types of eggs. But then like you start getting to like the weird majiggering, and like if you told me that like I take like flour and egg and like butter and that's cake, what is the egg doing? I don't taste egg in cake.
The egg is the glue to life.
It's just like
holds
egg.
us all together.
Egg is so crazy. Like it's in fried food. It's in like just all like baked desserts basically. It's just like what? Eggs are so
very impressive like catalog of things it does.
eggs are so crazy, man. It's just like, and like who, like I know the meme is like who discovered milk? What creep discovered milk? But it's like, what about the egg? I mean, like any of these things are weird. Like that chicken just pooped out a rock. I'ma smash it and eat the center.
Yeah, it's weird that that first guy's he's got to be a pretty weird dude. But
This is the
he's
same.
contributed a lot to society.
It was one guy they sent to a farm, and he discovered everything. He's like, okay, the stuff the cow, that's milk, we can have that. The chicken egg thing, that's good. The pig poop, not don't have that. That one's no. Yeah, I remember Animal Farm, the book. It was like the pigs don't make anything. They poop
Bacon.
and they make bacon, but they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Animal Farm, they make communism and suffering.
I think you read the wrong book. They made animalism and happiness, if I remember correctly.
Right. My memory's just failing me a little.
It's late.
You know,
I won't.
Snowball really was the worst. All my
Yeah.
homies hate Snowball.
Napoleon's where it's at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just like, is that like, maybe that's not normal, but eggs kind of just like blow my mind. It's like, what? Egg? They're so crazy. It's
You
just
can
like,
do the most with them. Like you can do more with them than you can do with like pretty much any other food.
it's like, what? You're like, okay, Ben, how many different types of egg, like, so, sorry, we've got scrambled eggs, fried eggs, if
Well,
we don't count the, like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think how many, like, egg, like, if we take an egg and we just cook it, we don't do anything fancy, don't add anything to it, maybe salt and pepper, how many different types of egg things can we come up with? Like, we've got, or I guess variations of cooked egg, we've got scrambled egg, fried egg, if we don't count over easy, I'm gonna count over easy, medium, and hard into fried egg. Sunny side up is like, is that over easy, or is that just like?
I feel like that's kind of just another name for it, but I don't know.
We're gonna call it. It's got a new name. Eggs
Poached eggs.
Poached eggs, boiled eggs. That's 5. I really thought there were more.
You could, in theory, you could make an omelet with just eggs. I mean, usually you're gonna use like, cheese or.
We'll cheat and say an omelet, cause like, I don't know. I still think that's mostly egg.
It wouldn't
Is
be
eggs?
the best thing ever, but you can. I'm pretty sure you could make an omelet with just eggs.
It's. I want an egg omelet. Okay, what's in the omelet?
Just egg.
More egg. You can make a hat with the eggshell.
That's true.
People really skimping on the eggshell.
Oh, you can you can do like egg white scrambles too.
Right, you can make
Just-
I'm smart. What's the word? A meringue. You can make a meringue
Oh, that's true.
with the egg whites, and that's just egg. Meringues are weird. Okay, so raw egg whites. Don't drink those. Don't.
No.
If it's pasteurized, maybe talk to your local farmer and maybe also your local doctor. But like, you take those egg whites and you just start slapping the ever living daylights out of it. Now you can eat it, and now it's like really like fluffy. What? What? So we've got meringues. I don't think you ever traditionally do much with the yolk on its own. There's got to
I
be
mean,
more.
you
Is
use just the yolk and stuff. Like you know that you do the cool thing where it's like you pour it and then you pour it and it gets all like the egg white out and you have just the yolk and you put that
Yeah.
in, like to make cookies and stuff.
oh, I'm not amazed. I'm not a big baker. I've never done much of it. Is eggs Benedict like just a poached egg with hollandaise, or am I wrong? I
I
don't.
think so, but
Are we gonna? Well, let's cheat a little. It's basically egg. That's
Yeah.
8. That's eggs Benedict.
I can't think of anything else.
And well, I don't want to make the podcast just us thinking about egg dishes, but there's more. We're stupid, and we came up with 8. So, I know the one thing I did do with, I was having an adventurous egg day, Ben. I think this might have been in the middle of the quarantino, because I was like, I saw this really cool dish for egg fried rice. But like the way I've always done egg fried rice was you make the egg into basically an egg omelet, but you don't roll the omelet. It's just a big like pan circle, and you cut it into strips. I don't know if that's a Korean thing or if that's just like my family was lazy. I don't know what. That and then you just put that in the fried rice. It's like another thing. Well, the way this guy did egg fried rice was he took the rice and he put some oil in there. He tossed like the rice in the oil to kind of get every grain of rice properly like oiled, which I thought was like, that's ridiculous. But then he put the yolk in the rice and he cooked the rice with the egg in it. Like it was like the egg was like stirred up in the rice. And it was like every bit of rice kind of had egg. It was like, and I made it, and it was really good. It was like, it was a different texture and a different flavor. It was crazy. It blew my mind. But that's not the end of the egg adventure. By the way, if you guys want to, because it's super good with just the yolk. Like this guy did is he separated the yolk and just put the yolk in there. I was like, well, what am I about to do with these egg whites? Well, for all of our glutenless listeners right now, he made what I believe is called cloud bread. I mean, it was like a separate video, but I was like, dude, I should make this cloud bread. And it's basically just a toasted meringue. But like if you cook a meringue in an oven at like a decently low temperature, it forms like a brown crust on the outside, And like you open it up and it's got like a doughy, soft. It looks like bread. I'm not about to lie to you. It was crazy.
How does the egg become the bread though?
I made a meringue, and I took the meringue, which is like soft and hard to shape into a bread shape, but I like made a dome out of it with my hands. And then I put lemon juice in the meringue and some sugar, and I put it in the oven. I think it was like 250, a very low temperature, and it said like 10 minutes, but my meringue was not up for the challenge. I think it went like 40, but it cooked, and it like I could hold it, and it looked like a big like bun because I shaped it into a dome, and I pulled it apart, and my mind was blown, man. Like it looked like bread. It tasted like puffy cloud lemon, and it wasn't like the most amazing thing I've ever tasted. But like the fact that I made that with like an egg and lemon
Crazy.
just blew my mind. Eggs are.
It's impressive.
Oh my god. I'm gonna need a breather. Oh my gosh. Eggs.
It's really a wonder.
Truly.
Though, eggs. And it does always kind of raise the question, Many people have asked it, but you got to ask your personal opinion. What did come first? Was the chicken or the egg?
Oh no. Okay. I think we can maybe logic our way through this one. If the egg came first. Wait, can you hear that, Ben? My cat's being annoying. I wonder if that pulled up. I just didn't know if that was in the podcast. Well, my cat.
Cookie was the one that came first.
Cookie came first. Cookie the cat, ladies and gentlemen, is meowing outside my door, I believe. She's so cute. I just didn't want the podcast to just be like a small cat noise in the background and people be like, what? That's not anything to do with an egg. Okay, here's my problem with the chicken versus the egg. I just don't know, like, if the egg came first, the egg grows into a chicken, and then it's the chicken. So it's like, the only difference between the egg and the chicken is a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can logic my way through this one. Because if the egg came first, man, she's like throwing herself against the door. My cat is.
We gotta get Cookie on the podcast, man.
I might go open the door. It might not make for good content, but I'd have my loud cat. It'd be cute. I might go do it. I just don't know the difference between the egg and the chicken. It's just a matter of time, right? Like,
I guess. But I mean, also, can a chicken become a fluffy meringue lemon cloud thing? Not that I know of.
No. In my thought, the egg lived long enough to grow up into an adult, but in your head canon, the egg becomes meringue. I'm gonna go invite Cookie in. The audience, give me a minute. Oh, maybe I'll leave the door open for her to escape. Sorry, audience. Sorry about that. You probably didn't even hear any of that. Oh no, she's about to sit on my clothes. Cookie likes sitting on my clothes and getting a bunch of hair on them. But for the sake of the podcast, I won't defend them. Cookie, if you rub your face up against the microphone, you will screw up the audio so bad. You're not allowed to do that. This has not been a very interesting egg-based audio. No, Cookie, get away from the microphone. This was a mistake. Okay. Chicken or the egg? Who came up with this? What kind of devil's lie was this? Why does it matter?
Because they're trying to distract us from all the possibilities of egg.
They're right. Ultimately, the egg becomes a chicken. Hmm? So, so does it, I don't know, man. I think ultimately it's not that important, maybe. That's not fun, though. It's not fun.
Yeah,
This is a real pickle.
the real egg was the friends we made along the way. And we can move on.
We could move on. I'm sorry, Ben. That was not very. I really egged that one up.
Why did egg become an insult, kinda?
I don't know. I don't know. My best guess.
What did egg do to deserve that?
My best guess is because like, they used to throw eggs at people. Like, okay, they'd throw anything at people they didn't like, but eggs was a pretty
Eggs
good
used to
one.
throw tomatoes more than eggs.
I think so. But I think egg is the better weapon because tomatoes take a while to grow, first of all.
True.
And like tomatoes not an amazing smell to have on you, but raw egg, if you don't get it out of your clothes, is a worse smell to have on you.
It's pretty nasty.
It's pretty bad. So I'm going to assume that's what they like. There's a lot of egg. Egg is a magical meat because not only is it like so many ways you can eat it, but like it means a lot of things. Like you can egg a person on to like
That's true.
like
I
prod.
forgot about that.
Yeah, you can egg someone on. Someone can be and you can really egg that one up. Egghead.
I can't not think of Sonic. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I knew this was upcoming, so I was hoping for it. Cookie, are you happy rubbing your face against that music clip? Is this what you needed in life?
Cookie's a bit of an egg herself.
Cookie really is an egg. Cookie is like, everyone's like, oh, my cat's such a weird, quirky cat. But I think Cookie's pretty up there in weird cats because like, she's kind of moody but kind of not. Doesn't ever talk.
She tried to eat my Choco once.
She tried to eat Ben's Choco. She threw up on my new board game. Cookie, what do you want? She likes socks. She doesn't like playing with toys. We haven't found any toys that she likes, but she likes socks. Socks are, and like, if you've listened to the podcast, socks and sleeping, big no-no. And
Big.
Cookie probably would like that, so Cookie might not be a real part of this family. But she is very soft and fluffy, and sometimes bites my hand. Dr. Eggman. I can't believe that's what they came up with. I'm not complaining, but like, you got a blue hedgehog that runs really fast, the natural enemy of the blue hedgehog that runs really fast, a scientist that looks kind of like an egg.
He doesn't look that egg-like, particularly. Like, there's definitely more eggish individuals out there. Like, he could be more egg, you know?
That's true. He really could have. I know in the modern Sonic they kind of rebranded Eggman, and like, he didn't look like an egg as much. But I think the original Eggman was kind of formed around the idea that like his body was shaped like an egg. Like, have you seen the Sonic Mania art?
Yeah.
That's kind of where it clicked for me. Like, he has arms and legs, and his body and head is just an egg. Like, it's conjoined. But I don't think it's because he did anything with eggs. Like, he didn't get that name in scientist college because he was experimenting with eggs. I don't think.
I kind of thought he did. I thought I think there was like some experiment that went wrong. He was just like, well, I am one with the egg now.
Yeah, like, he got bitten by a radioactive egg.
Yeah.
And now, like, if he falls on the ground, he breaks apart and dies. No. Maybe it's because they were trying to play off the egghead thing. Like, he's smart. But I don't know. I guess he hasn't really shown any particular genius. He's just good with robots.
Yeah, he's
Like, I
not
mean,
particularly smart.
he's really good with robots. Let me know. Like, he's really good with the whole robot making thing. Like, what is Eggman trying to do now that I think? Is he trying to, like, I guess his mission hasn't always been super consistent. I think it was to get the Chaos Emeralds
Yeah.
and then do something with the Chaos Emeralds. I guess.
I really don't know. I think it just kind of whatever he wills, he wants to do.
Sounds like
Whatever
Eggman.
strikes his fancy.
Today, Sonic, I'm going out and buying a top hat. You can't do that, Eggman. You're not allowed. Did you ever get into the Sonic franchise, Ben? Were you a big Sonic fan?
I really wasn't. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like when we were kids, Sonic, we were not in the golden age of Sonic particularly,
Yeah.
and that just made it hard, you know? I mean, like, Mario was on the rise, there was no stopping him, and Sonic was just kind of getting left in the wayside.
I think we definitely were born in like the Sonic '07 era of like kind of bad games, but I mean, not to be political. I I don't really like Sonic games that much. I'm sorry. I said it. I can already hear myself editing the dramatic lo-fi music in the background. I'll explain myself. I think it's because I'm just not very good at Sonic games. I get the appeal of like, oh, you run fast and you're super cool and everything flows together. But I've played Sonic Mania, which I think most people would agree is the best Sonic game in a while, and it makes sense why it's the best Sonic game in a while. It harkens back to the golden era of Sonic, Sonic on the Egg episode, but I don't know. I just felt like I was always like running fast, and then I'd like hit a wall or something, and I'd be like, what? And I'd like do some like really slow jumps to like kind of like the platforming wasn't very intuitive, and like I had to kind of slow down for the platforming. I don't know. I always felt like if I was going fast, I die, and if I go slow, why am I playing Sonic? I don't know. It just never clicked for me. And they also like the worlds were just like I remember I played Studiopolis Zone, I think, or it was one of the aquatic levels actually. I changed my mind. I was just kind of confused. I was like, where am I going? But like when you were just running in a straight line, boy, did you feel cool. So I'll give you that. Running in a straight line, baller. So cool. And the music is awesome.
You know, I kind of think that's like eggs though. It's like, if you go fast, you're gonna break, but if you go slow, what's the point in life? What's the point of even being an egg?
Ooh. So you're talking about not like eggs itself, but like becoming an egg?
You know, the egg way of life.
I have dedicated myself.
Bit of an existential question, if you will.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I had to.
No,
I'm trying to
okay.
restrain myself.
Okay, so I think I've talked about my process for making these episodes before. The process is I come up with a topic that I think is general enough to talk about, but I don't think about it any. I come up with the first question and that's it. I should have realized that this would be the episode to bring in dumb puns. And I am a fool. And I apologize for not having enough foresight to have stopped this. Just completely went over my mind.
I think egg puns are like, it's kind of the most prevalent form of pun. Some might say the lowest form of pun. But
I would be one of those people.
I thought so. You're a pun connoisseur.
I suppose. I never thought of myself as a pun connoisseur, but I just think egg puns really are the bottom of the barrel. Followed immediately I get maybe not after, but like slightly better than egg puns are cheese puns. But just like I feel like I hear the same ones over and over again, and that's the problem. Like there's no
Yeah.
innovation to the egg pun game, and that's my main complaint. Is like if you're gonna do an egg pun, do it well.
I mean,
And
I
I
think
just haven't.
the hard part is just like they're always just such easy ones to get. It's hard to come up with your own original one, and like they're always like, it's very easy to like just lay it out there and be like, oh, boom, egg pun.
Yeah, and it's like it was just begging for it, and it's like no, it's begging for it. It's like no, no. We have standards. Humanity was built for greater things than than bottom of the barrel egg puns. Egg.
By the end of the episode, my goal will to come up with a good egg pun that will actually make you laugh. Will
Okay.
that happen? I don't know.
I don't know. So like, I think I could laugh out of like desperation and pain, but you mean like a good hearty like, that I appreciate that. Is this what I'm asking what you're going for? Like, are you satisfied with like a desperate cry for help laugh?
Yeah, I'm okay with a pity laugh, like a oh, that's the best you can do.
Okay.
As long as it's just like that was so bad, I can't even justify giving that like a laugh. No, just something that cracks you up a little, if you will.
I'm amused.
See that, just for example of what I'm not going for.
Got it. Got it. Oh no. I'm not looking forward to this episode. I think I found the episode I don't like the most. Is Egghead is because people's heads are. It's just because like people have big noggins, right?
I think
Right.
so. See, those kinds of insults I've never gotten, because it's like that and like when you have glasses, it's like four eyes. I really don't understand either of those.
Four eyes, I definitely think doesn't make any sense.
It's like it's not four eyes, it's just glasses. The two lenses aren't extra eyes.
It's almost like just saying glasses. Okay, because like Egghead, I think generally is like directed towards people that have bald, big heads.
Yeah.
Or is it just towards smart people?
I don't know. I think kind of smart people, but like it has kind of more effect if they're also bald.
Because four eyes, I don't think there's anything inherently embarrassing about four eyes. Like, oh, you're wearing glasses. Four eyes. Egghead is like, your head resembles an egg, which might be a little embarrassing. Maybe. I don't get it entirely. But it's almost the equivalent of me being like, Ben has, leg. Haha, leg. It's just,
My career's ruined. I'm so ashamed.
I guess, I mean, like, I can't complain if someone threw me with a four eyes. I'd be like, okay, like, that didn't hurt my feelings. If you're gonna do stuff like this, that's pretty tame.
Yeah,
They're
I'm more
like,
confused than anything, really.
if I complain, they'll just think of something worse. I don't want anything worse. But yeah, four eyes, egghead, egghead. Because I think maybe it used to be that it was just for smart people, and now it's just for people that have big bald heads.
Did you ever get to do one of the, the school project things where like you dropped the egg off of like a roof and you had to like make sure that it didn't crack on its way down by like building something?
I don't know if it was ever in school, but definitely like in a summer camp. That was like the craft to do was like, don't kill this egg. I don't know what my I'm trying to remember what any of my designs were. I think I want to say I went for like a parachute design, but don't. Don't ever go for the parachute design. You never have enough height to justify like the napkin parachute. It never works.
It really doesn't. It looks so cool.
Oh yeah. I definitely it definitely adds a lot of style points to your egg capsule we'll go with. But it's definitely not doing anything for that egg within it. It's worked for skydivers. Not for eggs though. Not for eggs. What about you, Ben? Did you frequent the egg dropping comps?
It is one of my greatest regrets in life, but I don't think I've ever gotten to actually do one of those things.
You think they're like competitive egg dropping competitions?
I don't
Like,
know, but I want to start one if there's not.
can I go to the local, like, oh, the closest one is in Atlanta, and there's like a bunch of like, I don't know, like egg dropping coaches, like, you got this, man, you
Come on.
can drop that egg. And like, kind of like with a robotics team, there's like different categories. Like, oh, you drop the egg, but this time really high. We drop the egg, but this time it's on a trampoline. Maybe you drop the egg in water or something. I think this could be a thing.
Yeah,
Like,
just like go to the top of a skyscraper and just don't tell the people down below. Like it's a person, that's part of the test.
you should have built something that signaled to the people,
Yeah.
don't get hit by this. That would be a really fun competition. Is it in the Olympics?
I think it should be.
It's a
Imagine
concept.
an egg winning a golden medal.
Oh my gosh. The yawn interrupted my laugh. An egg. They don't make. The medals aren't like customized for the event, are they? I don't think they are.
Sure.
But like, imagine if they were, and your like medal is just like, it's got like a wreath and then an egg.
Instead of being the circle, it's literally just egg shaped.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it's just like an egg shape. Oh my gosh. And like, how do you judge that? Because like, either the egg breaks or it doesn't. We brought in like a farmer from like Arkansas as one of the judges, and the second judge is like a physicist, I guess, but who specializes in egg. And then the third guy, I don't know what the judges would be looking for. Spectacular egg skills. No, they would do the egg spoon race. They would have to do the egg spoon race.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Maybe we can make a whole like egg Olympics, which is not a pun. That's not a pun. It's barely even a play on words. It's just a name. It's just a name. Wasn't a
We
pun.
could get some good events.
We got the egg spoon race, egg drop. Is egg toss a thing? Like, I'm imagining like the thing where
Yeah.
you throw the water balloon back and forth,
That's
but
a-
like you can step back.
I've done an egg toss in my time.
Maybe like an Easter egg hunt, but like preceding the Easter egg hunt is like the ceremonial painting of the eggs. That'd be cool.
Instead of like a torch, it's just like a pan with an egg in it. And you put the egg on the fire and it just cooks.
And then someone eats the egg.
Yeah. And then the games begin.
I think the problem was it would be not pro-vegan. Vegans PETA would not approve of the Egg Olympics.
That's true.
Does PETA approve of horse racing? They probably don't. Probably not, knowing PETA.
I don't know, cause like I wouldn't. It's not like the horses are dying or being harmed or anyway, but like.
Yeah, but this is the same like organization that made an instruction on how to play Animal Crossing appropriately.
That's true.
It's such a way that like you only harvest fruit and like you don't even like barely talk to the villagers because like you could be mean to the villagers.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna say
PETA.
it probably is then.
They probably don't like horse. So, you know, if PETA doesn't like the Olympics and the horseback competitions, I'm sure we can do the Egg Olympics. Would it just be like the 5 rings, but just egg shaped, like, instead of circles?
Yeah. It could be all 5 of like the egg food types we came up with. You could get your boiled egg, your scrambled egg.
Fried, poached. There's got to be another way of like cooking an egg that we missed. Raw. Gaston. Gaston
Rocky
ate.
did it.
Rocky did it too. I did not. I don't know what the appeal is of raw egg.
Yeah, especially now that there's like actual protein shakes and stuff. It just sounds like it's people do it to flex, you know? It's like I've done it.
It's a good flex though. Like if I saw someone like, especially if it was like still in a shell. What a power
Crunch
play.
down on that bad boy.
Not even like a crunch, just like, and it like,
Oh.
like, I mean, I'm not saying it would be enjoyable. I'm saying it would be like, what? What is this guy
It would be
doing?
intimidating.
I would be
give you that.
frightened. I would be hecka spooked.
I don't know if
Scratch,
the
scratch.
person's earned my respect, but they've definitely earned something.
They have invoked an ancient fight or flight passage within me, and I don't think I think flight would win. I would be.
I think I would simultaneously fight while fighting every sense of right and wrong in the universe that I have, you know?
God is dead, and that guy who just swallowed that egg whole killed him. Did we like name people after eggs? Like, is that where Greg came from?
It's just, it was a great egg, and they were just like, man, this is a great egg, it's a Greg. And then their child was born, and they're like, whoa, Greg.
But they just never felt like saying great egg. They were like, it's just, it takes too much time. We need to lower that
takes
to
time away that you could be eating eggs.
I need to reduce this to a 1-syllable thing. This is a Greg. This is a Greg. This is the Greggiest egg I've ever Gregged. And then their parents enjoyed the Greg so much that they decided to name their kid after the Greg.
Yeah, because they knew he would grow up to be a great Greg and fulfill the honorable legacy of Greg.
I wonder what kind of egg it was.
You know, I always just think I'm like, there's literally just chicken eggs, and like, but there's a lot of eggs out there.
There are a lot of eggs. Quail
Have you
eggs.
seen, like, ostrich eggs?
Yeah, they're pretty chunkety.
Dude, those things are huge.
But like, who's eating that egg? Who's that for? Can I buy that at like a Whole Foods?
Yes, I've seen someone buy an ostrich egg before. It wasn't like
Really?
Whole Foods. I think it was like off of Amazon or something.
Baller. I think I know what we're doing with the ad money.
Oh, you know it. Midnight oil. Oh, midnight snack. Oh, dude.
Yo!
It's such a good idea.
Oh my god. Okay. That's so good though. That's actually like genius, man. We are so smart. I mean, okay, no, that was completely your idea, Ben. I don't want to use the royal we. That's a pretty good idea. It's a good idea. We make ourselves a Greg using the ostrich. Eat munch on that Greg.
That'll be.
But
That's
is
gonna be
the-
a good day.
Is the Greg ostrich Greg? Is it Are like they completely full, or is it like not at full capacity?
It's really full. Also, the shell is like really tough.
Like, I know it's probably more tough than like a chicken egg, but like, are we talking like rock tough?
I'm saying like if I chunked this at your head, it would probably like give you a concussion.
Wow, and it wouldn't break.
Oh no, I don't think it would break.
Wow, that's a pretty solid egg. I have nothing else to say to that. Maybe we test it in
Eat
the
the egg at some things.
yeah. That'd be so much fun. But imagine if people egged people's houses with ostrich eggs.
You just like break all their windows.
But you have a lot of ostrich eggs now. And then like you have a pet ostrich to defend your house.
Renewable egg energy.
Infinite power.
Infinite egg.
So much egg. That's an unreasonably egg amount of egg.
Don't say that. One of my favorite eggs. It's like I think it's like robin eggs though. They're like the really pretty shade of blue. Those eggs are very cool.
Are they like small?
Yeah.
I think I maybe know what you're talking about. Honestly, I think chicken eggs the way to go. I mean, I haven't tried a lot of other eggs, but like, I don't know what's the difference.
I'm not talking about taste. I'm just talking about like the aesthetic. You know.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. They have a pretty cool aesthetic. Other eggs. I don't know. But if we're gonna get into the best egg aesthetic, gotta go for the Oshman egg. Yoshi, that man's got a cool egg.
He does.
What a Yosh man.
It's like insta spawns full grown Yosh.
Hmm. You can also like eat like a Shy Guy and then like turn them into an egg and then chuck them at other Shy Guys. The Yoshi is a truly incredible dinosaur. So cool. So very amazing. He is. Is he a chicken? Is Yoshi a chicken?
I don't know. 'Cause, I mean, I wanted to say he's a dinosaur, but have you heard the theories that like dinosaurs use or chickens like evolved from like dinosaurs?
I have, and I want to say they're not theories because they're like pretty much proven to be true.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know. I just saw
I-
dinosaur chicken. And I was like, I want this to be real.
I want it to be real, but like, what? Where's the evidence? Like the Tyrannosaurus Rex is not just any dinosaur; it's the Tyrannosaurus Rex that evolved into a chicken. But like, where's your proof? No feathers, no egg pooping capabilities, to my knowledge, that the T Rex can create. Like the chicken, I guess they both stand on two legs. But like the amount of evidence towards like the chicken coming from like literally anything else is gonna be greater, I think, than the T Rex.
It's just crazy to me that it's like, dude, this mad, tough, like, big lizard dinosaur that could eat me is now my chicken nuggets.
My Wendy's Dino Nug. Do you think there was like a weird like puberty phase where like we had like Tyrannosaurus Rexes with like big feathers and beaks?
I hope so. That'd be hilarious.
Be pretty funny. It's like, I'm not gonna run in fear from a big chicken. Or maybe we just
Chicken's
had.
fast. I don't think you
Okay.
can outrun a chicken.
No, I changed my mind. I guess you wouldn't have enough time to be terrified or laugh at the big T-Rex. Maybe they were just small T-Rexes. Maybe they didn't get the chicken parts first. They just got small first.
A little baby T-Rex. Oh, that'd be cute but scary.
Yeah, because like that thing could still probably bite a hole out of me, even at its smaller size. It'd just be a smaller hole. Baby hole punch.
Still more hole punch than I want in me, though.
Yeah, the only hole I like is the belly button. That thing can stay, even though it serves no purpose to my knowledge. Holding a tater tot, or maybe one M&M. Tater tot's a generous guess. You know, there's like the secret, the trick. If you don't know which of your eggs are boiled or which of them are not, you can like do them a little spin. But now that it's late, I don't remember what the defining factor between the two is. I guess just like if it spins funny, it's raw, and if it doesn't spin funny, it's boiled because it's centered in the middle.
That makes sense.
Like and like the yolk isn't changing the spin, but like can't. Well, no, I changed my mind. You wouldn't want to shake an egg because then if it was raw, you'd have egg mix. But I don't know. It's like I feel like I could pick up an egg and feel the difference. Like, because there's the yolk is moving around in the middle. I feel like I could feel that with my fingertips just by like picking it up, and the like force of me pulling it upward, I could detect that.
The egg detective.
Like I remember at least more like 2 movies where like a child got a boiled egg in their lunch and like couldn't tell it was a fake. It was like a raw egg. I think that's stupid. You should be able to tell from like just feeling it.
Yeah, well, I mean, current big boy you could, but do you think that like little baby you could?
Little baby me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to like generalize for like the whole of the people, but I feel like we should expect our children to be able to tell the difference between a raw and a boiled egg based on contact. Just like picking it up and just moving it around. You should be able to know.
I'll be honest though, I don't really trust children to be schmoovin' with eggs.
Okay, children and egg schmooving might have been a mistake on my part. A lot of mistakes this episode. Yeah, no. I don't think giving an egg to a child is a smart idea, especially raw. Boiled maybe, but what if they try to swallow it whole?
So many problems. What if they're like, ooh, dude, these shells look tasty. Proceeds to eat the shells.
Crunch. I've never had this shell though, so what if it is tasty? Crap, Ben. Now I can't get the idea out of my head that the shell's tasty.
Okay, you have to try.
Now I have to try. Make like chips out of it.
Yeah.
A little bit of salsa, a little bit of guac. How do you feel about
Used for like eggshells, really? I think there's gotta be something.
defense? Home defense?
I guess.
Like you just kind of like leave them out, and if they aren't like pointy, at least the sound it makes by someone stepping on it would alert you to bandits and burglars. Chips, hat, I don't know. I can't. Oh, you can separate the yolk from the whites with the shell.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's always pretty cool. That's a cool trick. It's kind of like juggling, but with one thing, and with eggshells.
That's like the mark of being a good chef.
That and like you have the egg in the one hand and you like smack it and then you like pull it apart with like just with one hand.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. If I see a guy do that, I go, yeah, you're cool. I cannot do that.
Neither can I.
I wonder how long it takes to learn. Doesn't sound like it'd be
How many
something.
broken eggs it takes.
Yeah. Have you seen a thing that's like you can't break? I don't know. There was a while on the internet where people were pretty obsessed with breaking eggs. Like I don't know if it was like I think they tried to like first break it with like their elbow pits, just between the two elbow pits, and like they couldn't do it or something, or
yeah,
like they
so
tried to like
hard.
crunch it with their hand, but like if you just like I accidentally dropped it, it's gone.
Yeah, it's really hard to like actually just like squeeze an egg and break it. Just 'cause, like the shell perfectly distributes all the force. But also it's really scary because like you don't want to like you squeeze it super hard and the shell breaks and like stabs you with a sharp piece of egg.
Has anyone died from eggshell? They've died from salmonella, which is sad. A sad way to go out. But like eggshell,
That would not be a great way to go out either.
I bled out, and when I bled out, the salmonella got into my bloodstream and I died. That sucked. That sucked. Not a good way to. There are not many worse ways to go out.
Hey, at least you'd probably be like the first. You'd go down in the history books.
Is there an obscure death history book?
You can begin it, I guess.
I can be famous as the first death in the obscure death history book, and the way I died was because I wanted to be in the obscure death history book.
It's like
Mark of a man.
it's genius. It can't be stopped.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm gonna let my cat back out to the free world. Great podcasting. This is so much cool fun.
Epic interactivity with cats.
See, the thing is, Ben, they can hear you. They can't hear me, so Ben will just have to narrate.
Okay. For the audience back at home, Alex, he is, I'm gonna assume, going to the door. Slowly, but steadily turns the door knob. Opens it, releasing Cookie into the wild. No one knows where. Cookie may wander, but Cookie will wander.
She's a wanderer. I'm back to the microphone. Thanks, Ben.
He's back.
He's a good narrator.
I want to do more Cookie expedition narration.
We'll see what the people want. I've gotten into like ultra comfy mode. Hopefully I'm not too quiet from the mic. Eggs and ketchup, Ben. What do you think?
I don't know if I've ever had eggs and ketchup.
I think
It makes me a little uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Just the thought.
you've lived a good life if you haven't had eggs and ketchup. I've had it. I don't think it's good. I'm too angry or too tired to kind of get angry at eggs and ketchup. I just don't know what are you wanting out of eggs and ketchup? You've got an egg. Perfectly good. What's with the ketchup?
I don't get it, because they already have, like, eggs and, like, Tabasco sauce. And I feel like, that's kind of the epitome of, like, getting eggs with like, a more normal, like, kind of sauce. Why would you need ketchup? What are you looking for?
What is the egg missing that this ketchup is adding? Tomato? No.
Like, I feel like the key, one of the selling points of ketchup is, like, it's kind of salty. But, like, you already add salt to eggs.
But it's also kind of sweet. And, like, I don't think I want a sweet egg.
No. That sounds weird.
Ketchup and eggs is a weird. It's a weird. It's weird.
The thought of like a runny egg mixing with like ketchup into weird abomination. I don't like it.
But like the other thing is like if you have hash browns, I'll put ketchup in my hash browns.
Yeah.
The problem is the plate vicinity. If you're not careful, if you're an amateur,
that's true.
It could happen. I will shamefully admit it has happened.
That's some risky business.
It is. It's for the more adventurous of breakfasters.
I did accidentally have syrup and eggs the other day because I was having pancakes and there's also some eggs on my plate, and one thing led to another, and boom, syrup egg. I don't recommend it.
Don't recommend. Not good.
I mean, it was not as bad as I was expecting. And like, if you want to try it, I mean, it's an experience. Who knows? You may like it, but for me, I prefer my eggs desyrupified.
A respectable cause.
What is your opinion on like powdered, mass-produced eggs?
Well, fun fact. The powdered mass-produced eggs, to those who do not know, you might be eating lies. Most buffets, I don't know how they powder an egg, but they like dehydrate an egg, and then they like rehydrate it to make like mass amounts of scrambled egg. I've never heard of like a powdered fried egg. It's always with scrambled eggs. Mm-hmm. But those scrambled eggs are rehydrated with milk. So, I often don't eat the powdered eggs. And I have to ask, is this a real egg or is this like fake egg? Because I can't have it if you've got like milk in it. So, I think it's killing the environment. Or me. If the environment is me, it's killing me. Not a big fan of getting killed. And like, if I remember correctly, it just doesn't taste as good. Like, somehow it just tastes kind of worse, in my opinion.
You remember very correctly.
Thank you. I pride myself on...
I didn't know they were rehydrated with milk.
Usually they are.
Rehydrated with, but it's weird.
It's an odd thing. I'm going to publicly announce that I'm moving my microphone forward in the hopes that when I edit this, I'll notice and I can cut it out. Great job. If you didn't hear anything, I did a great job. I'm a little zooted tonight. Pretty zooted. Pretty zooted.
I've been more zooted. I've also been less zooted. No, I'm medium zoot.
This is one of the more zootier moments in my life. But part of it is just like, I'm really excited to talk about eggs. Eggs are just wicked.
Eggs bring on the zoot, man.
Do you want to tread into dangerous territory and then immediately back out of dangerous territory?
I live for the danger.
Okay, so I have a funny story. When I was a little baby boy, not that much of a baby, we'll say 7, I was kind of big into reading. I know I'm a nerd. I wasn't like into fiction books. I was in like non-fiction. Then we had these like picture books. I think they were like Basher, and like I don't know if anyone knows what they were, but they were like they had like an infinite range of topics. Like there was one on grammar, but like their catch was like they would show you like a weird picture like representing the topic. If it was like animals, that would make sense. Like you picture an animal, but like they did ones. It was mostly for like grammar, like school subjects. So it'd be like grammar. It'd be like a weird image for like a incorrect like verb to noun speech agreement. Well, I got like a bunch of these books. I don't know why I liked them. There was one on like math, astronomy, a bunch of stuff. Well, one of them was on biology. And my mom just kind of mass bought them for me. What she didn't realize was biology was, even though these were directed for kids, pretty all-inclusive. I'm going to tiptoe into dangerous territory. It wasn't that bad, I will say, but there were 2 reproductive organs that they spoke of, and one of them was the egg. As a kid, and the book wasn't all that informative. I got like half of the story. So I knew eggs were a thing, and I knew they were an important part towards making the baby. I didn't realize, spoiler, boys don't have those. I thought, to be in a safe manner, I thought I had them, and I thought I had 2 of them. And they were in the lower area. Because for some reason, the book didn't want to talk about those things. That's my funny story. And my mother learned this, like, as I was, like, excitedly talking about... I was explaining this to my little brother at the time. It was like... Oh, that's how... I thought we were an autonomous entity as, like, you know, there are some animals that, like... Or, like, mushrooms that don't need a mate to reproduce.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it like that, but I kind of thought we were the full package. I was like, they didn't tell me there was a difference. But that's my trek into dangerous territory that I, for some reason, just felt like we wanted. It's an egg. But I think it's funny. It's baby funny. What's my trick? And now we tread away.
Back to the safe zone.
We mentioned it, and now we move forward. We move through it.
That's how you cope.
That's how you cope. Brexit doesn't have anything to do with eggs.
Wait, what?
Brexit?
I think it's Brexit.
Yeah, but I pronounce it Brexit.
Oh. Then I think you can make it have something to do with eggs if you want. I don't know. I guess there's gotta be an egg somewhere involved.
Somebody.
There always is.
Somewhere in the grand scheme of life. Egg. Brexit.
That really just sounds like breakfast.
Bleh. No. Wonder how Britain feels about. I mean, most people. I'm not British. I know nothing about Brexit. Other than most people seem not to like it. Are they gonna have an un-Brexit? Like changed our minds. We are coming back to the EU, and this time we brought. Wait, parfaits? Is that egg? Custard. We brought custard, which is egg.
That's
Number 9 to the egg-based foods. We brought custard. Custard is weird. Or flan? I think those are synonyms. What? How is that an egg? How? It doesn't look like an egg.
Wait, what is this?
Custard? Flan? It's like almost, isn't it just almost entirely egg? And like, I don't know what else it is.
I think so. I don't really
Egg
know.
and sugar? I've never made a custard.
Nor have I.
General custard. Colonel mustard. Mayonnaise. War Marshal egg. Mayonnaise is another thing that people tell me I can't eat when I can. It's just eggs and vinegar and oil. A combination of 2 out of the 3 of those things. Mayonnaise is crazy, bro. I've had people.
I always think it has dairy in it. I don't know why. Like, I know it doesn't, but like, it just seems like it should.
Nah, man. It's the one thing I can't have anything creamy good. Nah, man. I like instead of cheese, I'll just put mayonnaise. I regret saying that.
That makes
That's
me
like,
very sad.
yeah, that's like, I don't do that. But like, imagine as if like mayonnaise is good on a sandwich, but not like as a cheese replacement.
Like
Oh.
mayonnaise and crackers, or like
The floodgates have opened for like a whole new bad ideas, like mayonnaise pizza.
no. Oh, that.
Pain.
We've stumbled across some truly awful food creations tonight.
We are. I am so sorry. We should have I'll put a warning in the beginning of the episode. I'll edit it in. No, I won't. But I'll say the joke like I will. You know another thing I learned about mayonnaise from the retirement home I work at?
What?
It's very good for your hair. Not like eating it, but like massaging it into your hair.
Really?
Okay, you're the first person to say really. Every person I've said that has been like, yeah. And I've been like, no, you don't just go, yeah. No, you go, what? That what? But like the oils, from what I remember. And then if we want to have an episode where we do that as like a part 2, you take mayonnaise and you massage it into your hair, and then you take like a hot towel, and you like wrap it around your head, and you let it sit and let the like oils ruminate, and then you rinse it after like, I don't know how long it takes to ruminate oils, but the way they talked about it made it sound like they were gonna eat their hair with the mayonnaise. Like, it's really good with hair. It's great for hair. So good.
Wouldn't that make your hair smell really bad though? Like, mayonnaise is not the best smelling thing in the world, especially if it like is set
is
glass.
in my hair. I suppose I've never tried it. I'm intrigued, cause like I don't think it has to smell amazing. Like, you rinse it out, maybe like do a proper shampooing. I think it wouldn't like last. But I just think it's like, why? Who thought like, I need to use this mayonnaise for something else? Hair is where it's at. Unless it's just that good. Like, maybe it really works. Maybe I'm gonna get like luscious, smooth, silky hair. Ah, shoot, we've ventured into other territories. But we should try it. I think we should try it. Maybe, possibly.
It would be a hard sell to get me to try that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You do have a lot of poof.
It would be.
Oh, and like, it
There would
doesn't
be
come.
some major convincing before I put the mayonnaise in my hair.
A whole new lows have been reached. I've been putting mayonnaise in my hair again.
Again?
I was just like, as a joke. No, I promise. I would never do it once and then do it again. I don't know. It's that home spa treatment. Mayonnaise the hair up. Steal some like Hellman's mayo packets from your Jason's Deli. Start massaging that big boy in.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
To get luscious flowing locks, you gots to do what you gots to do.
Are you a big, like, dyeing eggs guy for Easter and stuff?
I mean, I enjoy it. It's pretty fun. But like, would I say a big fan? No. Are you?
I'll be honest, dyeing eggs, there's a pretty big part of the Easter tradition for me and my family.
Oh.
We go
Okay.
pretty hard.
I I can understand it as like a tradition. It's just like I think it is not inherently like the act itself that is, and prove me wrong. I'm not, this isn't like a ride or die opinion of mine. I just think it's not the act itself, it's the tradition behind it. And because it never was a big tradition in my house, it's always just been like, yeah, okay, I'll dip it in there and like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like, oh, it's kind of green and kind of blue. Wow. Am I wrong or am I wrong?
I mean, I'd say somewhat, yeah. But like for us, I think 'cause me and my sister, we both love dyeing eggs. I think it kind of just builds upon the hype of itself, you know. And
Okay.
it's like it's been built up so much year after year that like I can't Easter and not dye eggs, you know.
That's fair. I'm thinking now, maybe I haven't been creative enough with my egg dyeing. Maybe I do like war paint eggs.
We go
You
pretty
know,
creative.
how creative we talking?
Well, we always get, and the thing we always get, there's like a little like crayon, clear wax crayon, and so you can like draw designs, and then it doesn't get colored where the like you've drawn on is. So
Oh my
you can go
gosh.
about as wild as your artistic abilities allow,
I
which
cha-
for me
I
is not very far.
I changed my mind. I clearly have been like wading in the kiddie pool of egg decoration. There are whole new depths to be discovered, and I was a fool. A fool. Is like the wax? Do you peel the wax off, or just like the wax thin enough that like it doesn't? You can't really see it.
I mean, it's pretty much thin enough so you can't really see it. It's basically like a glorified crayon, if I'm being honest with you.
But
But
is it?
like,
It is
it's good.
one glorified crayon. Like it is. It is the. It is the Virgin Mary of of Crayola crayons. That's cool. My whole life input has been changed. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty. That guy. What an individual.
Yeah, he really did fall off a wall, you know.
Why was he on the wall? Was he? Did he have intent to fall off of the wall when he was up on the wall? So
He
this is
must
a
have
lot.
wanted to risk.
Like he had to have acknowledged that, and just at a certain point, go, yeah, I'm on this wall. I know what could happen.
Maybe he was hiding from something.
God, he was
His
hiding
debt.
his debtors, and then the king's men had to put him together so he could go back to the sweatshop.
And pay off his debt.
A true egg for the world. The other thing is, like, he's the only egg-based fairy tale that I know of. I think is a little sad. It's like, does Humpty Dumpty have a family? What was Humpty doing before it all? I guess there's the golden goose that poops golden eggs. Yo. But they're not sentient eggs like Humpty Dumpty.
I mean, are they really even eggs if they're just like gold? Because like, are they actual eggs or are they just like gold that's been shaped into like the form of an egg?
I always assumed they were solid golden eggs, but not really solid golden egg shaped things.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess they're not really eggs. Humpty Dumpty, he was perched upon a grate upon a wall, and then Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All of the king's horses, all of the king's men, could not put Humpty back together again. So were the king's men like wizards, or like really good doctors?
Or just really helpful people that wanted to help
Helping old
egg out,
Humpty
you
out.
know?
I wonder if Humpty was conscious for like the putting back togethering. Sounds really painful.
That does. That sounds awful.
That would be
Either
pretty.
that or they're trying to like resurrect him.
Hooga chaka, hooga hooga. Just woo when he's back together. It's just like. Also the name, Humpty Dumpty. What did Humpty Dumpty do to get that name? He wasn't born like that. I refuse to believe Humpty Dumpty was born that name. I think it's a nickname. But like, what did he do in college to get the name Humpty Dumpty?
Nothing good, I would assume.
He had to have like murdered someone.
You probably had a rough childhood with that kind of a nickname.
Oh, definitely. He did not make it through any form of grade school without like some sort of healthy bullying. And like, it's just an odd story altogether. Egg gets up on this wall. Is he trying to scale the wall to get on the other side? Doesn't matter because he falls. And then the king sends his personal men to reconstruct Humpty H. Dumpty.
It's not adding up. I think it
Some-
was an inside job.
It had to have been. Humpty knew something. Maybe he was like one of the king's advisors and he was scaling the castle wall to like escape the castle. Humpty saw something he wasn't supposed to. But in his escape, in his like hasted escape, he scales the wall too quickly and falls.
Or like, Humpty saw something he shouldn't have, and they pulled the old take him to the top of the wall, give him the old shakedown.
You're right. You're telling me this is what they told the public.
Yeah.
We tried our best to put them back together again. But oops, we accidentally separated the yolk from the whites, and then we accidentally turned him into a meringue. I ate him. Not very tasty.
It happens.
Honest to God, it just happens sometimes. I made egg fried rice though.
That's a win.
It's a plus.
Humpty didn't get to do that.
Humpty is significantly larger than at least in my mind, he's larger than an ostrich egg. But I guess in the song, it doesn't say how big he is. He could just be like a quail egg. At which point, like, do quail eggs break easier? Because I feel like it gets at a certain point, it gets so small, it's like basically just like a small plastic ball, right?
Quail egg just sounds really fragile.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad if I remember correctly from my egg mythology. Is there any other important eggs in the world?
I don't know, I don't particularly know a lot. But in the department of different eggs, like breakability. But I mean, I'm gonna go. Quails do not seem like the strongest of the birds.
No, definitely kind of the more fragile bird, but they were the only like Q word I knew for a while. So it was like they held a special place in the alphabet. It's like that was what Q standed for.
Yeah.
Ben, I got a question for you. Since you're such a excuse me, since you're such a prolific Easter egg painter, how do you feel about the plastic egg?
Like Easter egg hunts?
Yeah, like do you use plastic eggs for the Easter egg hunt? Are they separated events?
Oh yes.
Okay.
We have a lot of traditions in my house. Another tradition, Easter egg hunts. We
Got
go
it.
pretty hard for Easter, dude. Like, our Easter egg hunts can go for a long time. Like, we go all out. Like, me and my sister, like, we go full stealth mode. These eggs are like straight up could hide from the CIA and they would never find them.
Deep in cover.
Mm-hmm.
We've had. I'm super intrigued. So like, do the hunts? Do you hide some for your sister and she hides some for you, or
Yeah.
the parents? It's a little bit
Like,
for
I hide
each.
them for my sister. Well, our parents used to hide them for us, but
But
now we're big, strong.
they can't hide as well as you can. Do
Or
these
they're just not as dedicated.
do they go for like weeks? Like, just like, oh, I can't find it, and they come back next week and like I maybe find it then.
It's more of like it can take a couple hours. We pretty much always go until like we either find them all, or it's just like you hit it in such a stupidly annoying spot that I can't get it. And so then at what point I'm like, we show them where we hit it and rub it in.
Even better. How do we know that like your parents aren't deep undercover eggs?
I never thought of it.
Think of it, brother. It could be true. I'm not saying it is. The Brannons seem like lovely folks, but what if they're eggs?
My whole life could have been a lie.
Your whole life is hinging entirely on the fact that your parents might be a sentient eggs right now. That's awful, Bran. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad because they could be human and not egg. Egg. I mean, I get the plastic egg, but I feel like kind of have the fun of painting the egg is hiding them, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know, I mean, you always just kind of run the risk of you don't find it and then boom. You got a rotten egg on your hands.
And the last one to school is a rotten egg. Oh
So
no.
true.
I'm the rotten egg. Ugh.
You were last at school? Shameful.
Body condenses into egg. Not a good way to go out.
Not ideal.
Nope. What if that worked? Like, last one to school is a stinky buffalo, and like if you were the last person to school, didn't matter if you didn't hear it. You just turn to a stinky buffalo. That would be
I'd rather be
advanced.
buffalo than a rotten egg, I guess.
I'm just saying that'd be some pretty powerful magic right there.
That would. Not as powerful as the egg, but, you know.
It's pretty close. It's pretty darn close. I can't complain. Ben, back to Sonic somehow, but like a different Sonic tangent that I just remembered. I didn't play Mario Kart as a kid. We had a Wii, but my mommy was not a fan of Mario Kart. It was too hard. My mom is not a gamer. So there were too many places to fall off. It wasn't fun. Somehow my mom found Sonic Sega All-Star Racing. And that is like, I don't know how she tested it, but that one was good. It had all the great Sega characters. It had Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, but it also had the cool ones like Opa Opa, Samba de Amigo, Biggs the Cat, Samba de Amigo. But Billy the Kid was like, I don't know what game he was from, what he was doing, but his special, like he had like a Super Smash thing, like they would have their Smash Ball, they essentially, from the item boxes, and his special Smash was he would poop out a giant egg and he would like run on the egg, like, and it like crush you underneath it, because this was a chonko eggo. It was like the Bullet Bill, but you would walk on it. That game holds a lot of fond memories in my mind of like cool racing. I had the songs from Sonic, for many of them. I was Opa Opa. It was basically just like a shoe with wings. And like they had an announcer, and an announcer would always like announce things. I mean, it's his job. But like in the middle of the like race, it would be like, Billy the Kid is rolling on out of here. And it'd be like, whoa, Sonic the Hedgehog is going Super Saiyan. Everybody's supersonic racing. Egg holds a very fond place in my heart of like, Billy the Kid could poop out a massive egg and run on it. Can you do that?
Okay, I'm a little hung up. Wasn't Billy the Kid like an outlaw in like Wild West time?
It was a different Billy the Kid. This Billy the Kid was like an actual child, and he had like the rooster like weird head thing on his head, but it was like white. It was like a white hoodie, but it had like the flubs on his head. I don't know what arcade game he was from. I don't know why Sega put him in there. But Billy the Kid, he was probably like in the A tier of Sonic Sega All-Star Racing characters. Opa Opa was A tier. Obviously. He had so many options. He was so versatile. There were some good courses in Sonic Sega All-Star Racing. I can't believe Opa Opa didn't make the cut towards any other Sonic racing games. Sadly.
It's a real shame. They're really missing out.
Real society moment.
So true. But you know what? It's what Opa Opa would have wanted.
Opa Opa went out. He went out like a hero. He died a hero rather than he lived long enough to see himself become the villain. I'm not saying anything until I think of something involving an egg.
That's what I was doing too, but
There's gotta be something. I'm egging right now. I'm absolutely egging. I don't know if this is interesting enough to kind of... I'm looking for something grand and majestic to like capstone the podcast. This beautiful episode. But, I've worked in a couple of food places, and, they have, like, cartons of egg whites, right, and egg yolks.
Yeah.
Which is probably another great piece of evidence towards eggs being dairy, but I promise, I swear they're meats, even though they come in cartons, and you want to... Eggnog.
Eggnog.
This is it. Eggnog. Eggs are an important part of every holiday that is Americanized and not foreign. Eggnog. I don't think there's anything that they do in Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or, that does kind of suck. Do they drink eggnog for Hanukkah? It's not like they can't, maybe. Probably. No. Eggnog is good stuff.
Eggnog is really good. I like eggnog.
I can't, kind of like CeeLo Green's Forget You, I can't believe there was an adult version of eggnog before there was the regular version. Like, eggnog, I don't know what form of alcohol they used to make eggnog with, but like, eggnog, the stuff I've had is good. Like...
It tastes amazing.
Yeah, like, why would you want to dull your senses with imbibing alcohol when you could just have eggnog. Eggnog is so good. And like I don't know what the egg did to that nog. Like where did it come in? It doesn't taste like egg, but it's so good. It's got that
amazing.
That nutmeg. Eggnog. Better than hot chocolate? I would say probably. But like
depends on the circumstance for me, but I'm gonna say most of the time eggnog's gonna take the dub for being best Christmassy drink.
Have you made eggnog, like hot chocolate with eggnog instead of milk or water? I'd imagine it'd be pretty solid.
I mean, it's good. Especially when you get like the marshmallows, you know, in the hot chocolate, like the real classic. It's good, but like eggnog, it's just so rich and like there's nothing else like it really, you know?
It's the magic of egg. Egg is crazy. I will defend. I will die on this. Egg is like just blows my mind. Like what eggs can do. Like I feel like I've forgotten stuff. But egg is just like witchcraft. Like you just do so much stuff with it. They make the nog. They make the food. Eggs are crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy that they can like just be in a drink and you know, it's so good.
It's amazing. It's the staple of my Christmas holiday times. The nog. This might just have to be the midnight oil. We end in sad, somber meditation as we think about eggnog and the times to come.
I hope one day I shall get to taste the eggnog again.
I love a good nog. Special shout out to all our chicken farmers out there. Because like I don't think they figured out how to synthesize egg yet. Like it's crazy.
They're the real heroes.
They really are. They got like the egg pooping machines, I think, where like they got the chickens and they sit them down, they massage the chicken and the chicken like, which is also magic. Like how does that chicken poop out like 12 eggs in like a day?
They're built different.
Built different. These normies really out here pooping poop. This chicken pooping out eggs. Ben, this has been lovely as always.
It's been wonderful.
Of course, we talk about eggs outside the podcast. This is just like an excerpt of our normal life.
Yes.
Yeah.
You became worse with the egg puns than I did. I'll be honest.
I didn't make any puns. What did I say?
You just
I think
said eggs are... Did you not read it?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, I thought you said it. It really sounded like you were emphasizing the egg.
No. No, I've become one of them. I swear on my grandma's egg farm. I was not going for an egg pun. I promise. I'm a good person. I'm a good person.
I'll let you off the hook for this one.
Oh no. Thank you, Ben. I wasn't going. I would never stoop so low. Oh my gosh. All right. I think to end the podcast, because everyone knows us. We can shill as much as we want. You know, because we got plenty of episodes to shill. Where maybe like a dumb question, but like breakfast place. Best egg.
Best egg?
I guess. I mean, we could say best breakfast place, but like it's about the egg.
Okay, so I went to the beach recently, and I ate at the place it's the Gulf Shore State Park, and they have a restaurant there, and I got an omelet, and it was really good. Like, it was amazing.
I'm so glad to hear that your egg endeavors went well. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's cakes and bakeries and stuff like that, but I am just, you knew what I was talking about, like a normal egg. And honestly, I just like, I feel like you can't go wrong with a decent like Waffle House egg. Like they're better breakfast joints. Just like when you're going for a good old fashioned egg, get me that griddle. Maybe a Waffle House egg.
Yeah.
There's something very honest about that. Egg.
Egg.